Welcome back to another episode of Breaking Waves. This is Ben, our jean vest-loving, fearless captain. One day he convinced me to go along with him on the adventure of buying and moving onto a sailboat, Kiana. And since then, we've had no regrets. I'm Allie, by the way, first mate and fishing enthusiast. And together, we've been exploring the Pacific Northwest, and one day we hope to take her home and our surfboards even further. Oh, this is Bruce, our sandy boat dog. Thanks for coming along with us, and special thanks to our patrons for keeping us going. If you haven't already, hit subscribe and don't forget to hit that bell. Oh my god. I can't believe this is a thing right now. Welcome back to Victoria Harbour. Nope. Welcome back to Victoria Harbour. If you remember from last time's episode, Ben and I start our journey from the east side of Vancouver Island, around the bottom to the west. We leave from Sydney after getting a new sail and head down to Victoria Harbour. The wind picked up over the next couple days while we were in Victoria. Thankfully we had a dock, however we then got pinned on it.
We're going downtown Victoria.
Not that we're complaining. It was fun to get some city time in.
Happy birthday, Ali. She's 21.
I'm 21.
When I met her, she was 18 years old.
We're gonna go visit our friends for dinner in Vic. Getting some city time in. I got some more groceries. I got some more booze. Ben fixed our engine oil leak and our coolant leak and put some jack lines on. Well, that's tomorrow. And then put our cutter sheets on in case it gets intense, and then fixed the gate to our main. So it's been nice having a couple days here to catch up a little bit. Tomorrow we still have an extra day, and then our weather window's Monday, it looks now. So still got some time.
Yeah, so we're down here at Wharf Street Dock in Victoria, and we've just been pinned against the dock for 2 days straight with a westerly. So even if we wanted to have left by now, we wouldn't have been able to because it's just been blowing hard in the strait. It's supposed to be pretty windy again tomorrow in the Juan de Fuca, and it's looking like that Sunday, and it's looking like the next day, Monday, is our weather window. We have an all-day ebb tide. So current behind us.
And it's a king tide.
Well, it's not anymore. That's why it's good, because it's only going to like a medium high tide, and it's actually staying as an outflow for almost the whole day, and we might even get a tailwind. So
What even is that?
Yeah, what is a tailwind? I don't know.
We continued to be pinned to the dock for the next couple days, but since we had pretty good Wi-Fi, Ben was able to get some work done and even plan a beach cleanup with Rugged Coast Research Society.
Bagged up. And then there's going to be 5 very active and mobile crew. We'll go out to the remote campsite.
So it's Saturday night at 8 p.m. and this volunteer crew at Rugged Coast, we're doing a little planning here for the cleanup. So everybody's got the kids to bed, and they can dedicate a couple hours here to planning this big cleanup mission.
Also a heli evac site, and that crew is going to focus on basically as far north, and basically if they can go a little bit south too on that shore, then go for that.
Due to the remoteness of this First Nations community, they have unfortunately closed to visitors until after COVID. We were lucky enough to get permission to visit. However, we do ask that everybody respects their wishes by not visiting until they are open. And after a couple of days of waiting for the right weather window, it came. So today we're with a current, but we got light winds in front of us. And then it's going to change today. Like at what time? I guess I could check.
Yeah, like this later today, it's going to become a heavy westerly wind again until tomorrow morning, and then it's going to be a light supposed to be easterly 5 to 15 Monday morning, and then westerly 20 by Monday evening in the Juan de Fuca.
The Juan de Fuca for Ben and I felt like a milestone. Of all the stretches of water we had countered so far, this was one of the most notorious. It was named Shipwreck Alley after all the boats that were lost by sailors who got caught in wind over current conditions.
So if we get up early enough and we ride that current out and we are actually sailing and we're doing like 7, 8, 9 knots, we might get all the way up to Banfield before the wind switches.
Cool.
But, so it doesn't show this on windy, but on the marine forecast, it says that Tuesday, so the wind switches at some point on Monday. We could maybe tuck into Port Renfrew. Mm-hmm. And then it's going to be 15 to 25 knots from the west. And then overnight kind of thing, and into the morning, and then...
That could... Oh, yeah, okay.
And then later, Tuesday, according to this forecast, it goes back to 5 to 15 from the east. So,
oh, well.
If this is right, it might be worth just only going to Renfrew, not dealing with potential headwinds later the day, going into Banfield after a long day.
Oh, yeah, look at that tail. Whoa, that's a big tailwind. That's like 14 knots behind us on Monday.
Yeah, so if we can get up early and get like a quarter of the way up the strait, probably under motor with the flood or the ebb tide, and then raise the spinnaker, and then as the wind builds, go wing on wing, we might just blow out of there super fast with the northwest. They're calling for like the same shit as we've been dealing with the last couple of days again today. That's why I want to get going so we can get to Souk and get anchored before that happens.
Alrighty, we gotta do jack lines.
Water. Fill the water. Oh, we gotta fill up fuel.
Fuel, water, jack lines.
Workout, shower, leave.
Alright. Go team.
So Ali's getting some water into our water tanks, and I just did a quick workout, and now I'm gonna have a shower and we're gonna fuel up and we're gonna head out. We're gonna officially hit the west coast of Vancouver Island today. So it's pretty exciting. Weather window's lining up for tomorrow. We got a nice sunny day today and a bit of breeze. I think it's gonna be a headwind again, but at least a bit of breeze to get the sails up and continue shaking out the boat a bit and getting our sea legs back again. So excited. Really nice, calm, sunny day. Feels like summer's coming. The weather wasn't supposed to be very good for this week and a half, 2 week trip we're doing, but sunny blue skies, I'll take it.
Bye. Last dock of this trip.
So I'm pretty excited. I would say now that we left Victoria, we're officially, in my mind anyway, on the west coast of Vancouver Island. So we're doing it. We're sailing 5.5 knots on a close haul towards Souk. We got our surfboards, no more docks. This is it. The west coast adventure is starting. The surf safari is starting, hopefully. It's pretty cool.
Bye. Absolutely gifted with this beautiful day. Hoping to catch some current too, so it'll be a great sail. We're doing 5 knots, going close hauled with our brand new sail. This is what it's all about. Sun is just shimmering on the water. Someone asked me what Kiana meant the other day and I forgot, but it's driven by the elements. And that's pretty sweet. Check out the map. Driven by the elements. Lately, I've been thinking about this. And I mean really thinking about it. Don't you think it's just the coolest thing ever to use the elements to travel? No fossil fuels, no electricity, no loud rumbling engines, just wind and ocean current to get you from point A to point B. To be so present and forced to listen to what's going on around you, it has got to be one of the coolest feelings. And one that is pretty much forgotten by a overly busy society.
Yeah, we don't like ocean liners, do we, Bruce?
Okay, never woes. No ocean liners around here.
What's going on, Bruce? What's going on? Whoa.
You grilling at me now?
Whoa. Get it, Bruce. Get it. Whoa.
What do you think you're gonna do?
What do you got against ocean liners, anyway? You cranky? Are you becoming a cranky old man? Bruce turns 11 in a couple days. No, sorry, 6. 6. Some people think he's 11. What's that, Bruce? What's it? Ooh. What's the breakfast, Ellie?
It's gonna be a hash bowl.
What was that?
I said, what a day. This moment is what I suffer through the shitty stuff for.
Yeah, we had some first couple days were sort of, motoring into headwinds and shaking out the sails, getting used to sailing again, and now
Bashing
today,
through swell.
yeah, today we're still dealing with a headwind, but it's a beautiful sail.
I feel like everything's made better by nice weather.
Yeah, weather really helps. Beautiful
Having
day.
a stove really helps too.
Yeah, having a stove is super nice. There's some fishing boats in front of us we might need to plan for.
So originally we were going to go to Souk Harbor today, but it's beautiful cruising conditions, but Ben and I are just reading this guide, west coast of Vancouver Island, and it does sound like, first of all, the winds are building gradually, and then they're around 4, they're gonna pick up to like quite nasty, and we are going right into a headwind, so we'd like to avoid that. And also, we're not in a rush. So instead of going all the way to Souk, after reading this book, which talks about how it can be a little bit tricky to enter into Souk Harbor, we're thinking about maybe this one, Beecher Bay and Campbell Cove. So this is where we are, and this is called Pedder, and that was going to be an option as well, but just because it's still really nice cruising, I don't quite want to tuck into there yet. So we're going to go around this point and probably pop into here, which is Beecher Bay and Campbell Cove. There's one marina, there's another one, and it sounds like it's pretty nice. And then Souk, if we were to keep going, is all the way in there. As you can see, it's a bit tricky getting into it. So I think we're gonna tuck into Beecher Bay. So we got a couple more hours maybe of sailing, enjoying these light winds before they build, and then we'll touch into Beecher and we'll enjoy the sun for the rest of the day. It's really nice when you're cruising without time schedule, because you can be like, oh no, I feel like sailing right now, let's keep going, and then you're like, oh, but the winds are gonna pick up, let's just tuck into here, enjoy it, like everything's nice. So that's the plan.
So we're entering into the Juan de Fuca from the east entrance, which is the one down by Victoria, and it's actually super nice. The entrances are known to be the most like gnarly stretch, and we thought we had heavy headwind with strong opposing current, and that's supposed to be the recipe for really choppy, shitty situation. And we do have that. We've got a headwind, pretty heavy headwind, and the current, we're doing 12 knots when we're motoring right now, so the current is substantial. But it looks like, I think we could be sailing for sure right now. It looks totally fine. But we decided to roll in and take the sail down. We're just going around the point anyway, so we figured if it was going to be nasty here, we'd rather take the sails down before that. But I think we could have sailed it, so it's kind of interesting to see.
Where do you see it's starting to get a little nasty out there with the current and that? Woo! And the winds are getting whipped around a bit, but it's not bad. But Ben and I were just saying, like, imagine this after 4 hours of wind and opposing current, like it could get really nasty.
You can definitely see how you can really see how it could get pretty bad in here pretty quickly, I think. Yeah, we would have been fine to sail right now, I think, but we're just going around the point, and we would have had to take the sails down shortly anyway, so no need to risk it.
Oh, risk it for the biscuit. 3 to 1. Shout out to our newest patron, Dennis McDonald. Thanks for joining the team. And I'm going to take this opportunity to remind you that a portion of our proceeds from Patreon go to Rugged Coast Research Society to help clean up the ocean. If you haven't already, definitely hit subscribe so you don't miss out on our next episode of us taking on the Juan de Fuca. And don't forget to hit that bell.